5 bonkers changes coming to European football in 2025. Hey football fans, get ready for some mind-blowing changes coming to European football in 2025. Football, as we know it, is about to change forever, with new ideas and big shake-ups that will make you wonder how we ever lived without them. From how decisions are made on the pitch to how fans watch the game from miles away, we're in for a wild ride. Some of these changes might have you shouting from the rooftops, while others might leave you scratching your head thinking, what's going on? But that's football for you, right? Always changing, always keeping us guessing. So buckle up, because here are 5 crazy things you can expect to see in European football by 2025. Rise of the robots. AI referees take the pitch. We've all yelled at the TV after a bad offside call or a penalty that looked softer than a marshmallow, haven't we? Well, those days might be over. By 2025, we could have artificial intelligence making the calls on the pitch. Imagine a game where every decision is spot on, where there are no mistakes, no arguments after the match. AI referees will use cameras and sensors to track the ball and players perfectly. They'll be able to see fouls, offsides, and even handballs in the penalty box. Better than ever before. This could mean fewer pauses in the game, a faster, more exciting match, and maybe even fewer arguments with your mate who supports the other team. Of course, some people will say it takes away from the human side of football, that passion and arguments are part of what makes it fun. But think about it. With robot refs, the best team will always win based on skill, not on a referee having a bad day. Plus, let's be honest, we've all seen enough terrible refereeing decisions to know that a bit of technology might be a good thing. It's like VAR on super speed, but hopefully without all the waiting and confusion. Supersized Champions League. Get ready for it to get even bigger. The Champions League, the biggest club competition in the world, the one that keeps us glued to our seats every year. Well, get ready for a big change, because by 2025 it might look very different. We're talking about making it much bigger, folks. More teams, more matches, and more excitement. The current format, while great, is facing calls for more teams to be included, giving clubs from smaller leagues a chance to play against the best. The proposed changes could mean a system with different levels, like the Europa League, but with even more at stake. Imagine a Champions League, where teams from Scotland, Belgium and Turkey all have a real chance of winning the trophy. It would make the competition much more unpredictable and exciting. Of course, with more teams comes more matches, and that's where it gets interesting. We could be looking at midweek football all the time, with Champions League matches on Tuesday, Wednesday and even Thursday nights. It's a lot of football, I know, but hey, I'm not complaining. Chapter 3. Transfer madness. Mid-season player transfers shake things up. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next one is a biggie. We've seen it in American sports, like basketball and American football, and now some people are saying that European football might be about to get mid-season player drafts. That's right. Imagine teams being able to completely change their players halfway through the season. It would make the transfer window even more exciting and unpredictable. Picture this, your team is doing terribly in the league, everyone's sad, and then boom, the mid-season draft arrives and suddenly you have a chance to sign a superstar striker who could save you from relegation. Of course, it would also make things much harder for managers. Imagine trying to get new players to fit into your team mid-season. Players who might not even speak the same language as their teammates. It would be fascinating to see how managers change their tactics and formations on the fly. Chapter 4. Teleport to the pitch. VR brings the stadium to your living room. Now, this next one is like something out of a sci-fi film. By 2025, you might not even need to leave your house to feel the excitement of a live football match. Virtual reality technology is going to change how fans watch football, bringing the sights, sounds, and maybe even the smells, well, maybe not the smells of the stadium, right to your living room. Imagine putting on a VR headset and suddenly being in the middle of the action. You could be right behind the goal as your team takes a penalty kick, or in the tunnel with the players as they walk onto the pitch. It would be an amazing experience, letting fans from all over the world feel like they're right there in the stadium. Of course, nothing can really replace being at a match in person, surrounded by thousands of other excited fans. But for those who can't always go to the stadium, whether it's because of distance, cost, or other things, VR could be the next best thing. Chapter 5, Fair Play or Foul Play, the salary cap debate heats up. The last change we're going to look at is probably the most controversial, introducing a salary cap in European football. This has been talked about for years with strong opinions on both sides. People who like the idea of a salary cap say it would make things fairer, stopping the richest clubs from just spending more money than everyone else and creating a more competitive and unpredictable league. It would also hopefully help to control spending and stop clubs from getting into financial trouble. On the other hand, people who don't like the idea say it would make the top level of football less competitive, stopping clubs from keeping their best players and attracting top talent from around the world. They say it would go against the idea of free market football, limiting what clubs and players can achieve. It's a complicated issue with no easy answers, but one that we'll definitely be talking about a lot in the next few years. The future of football. What do you think? So, there you have it, 5 crazy changes that could be coming to European football in 2025. From robot referees to VR fan experiences, the future of football is looking anything but boring. Some of these changes might seem a bit crazy, while others might make perfect sense to you. What do you think about these changes? Are you excited or worried? Are there any other big changes you'd like to see in the world of football? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more football updates. Until next time, keep the faith and may your team never suffer from a bad VR decision.